Hey guys, howdy doody. Welcome to episode number 62. I'm just sitting and waiting for the other guys. They're wrapping up some loose ends with their projects, so they'll be on here in a few minutes or a few seconds. They should be right behind me. I don't even have a punch list, so. There it is. Mike's
Oh.
Alright, there we go.
You weren't doing anything. Damn, I wanted to like jump in. Yeah, Tapia can wait.
Forgot my hat.
We are live. You can see the setup of the show.
We are live.
Sorry,
This is how we do
everybody.
the show. We all run in like
Got a
10 seconds before the show
Customer
actually starts.
called me, but he can wait. Sorry, Mr. Customer.
Hopefully you're not watching this.
That would be amazing.
Well, hopefully you are watching this. Give us those views. It's for you. This is for you.
All right.
Alrighty.
So do we edit this at all when we do audio? Yeah, I usually clip the first. Okay, cool. Cause like it would be really awkward for them to
yeah,
edit
the little sound parts. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, what's up? I'm JD, and I got over here to my right we have Mr. Top Hat Jones.
That's me.
And then over to my left, we have Mr. Ilocano SC.
What's up, y'all? You can check me out on Instagram. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on
Pornhub.
Facebook.
I mean,
Whoa! Discord.
Instantly viewers skyrocket.
just jumps up 10 views. What's up, Division Matrix? Hello.
HFD.
Alrighty, guys, well, let's go ahead and jump into the intro here. Hello, good morning, and welcome, gamers. We are FPS Guides. Our goal is to bring the gaming community together with reviews, guides, news, and clutch plays. In addition, we'll be talking about some juicy rumors, controversies, and random topics of discussion. Here you'll find some facts, some opinions, and a whole lot of lame jokes. If you like what we do here, be sure to check us out at fpsguides.com and follow us on social media. We stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/fpsguides. For all you listeners out there, FPS Guides podcast can now be found on Apple iTunes Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, and also Alexa, so go ahead and check those out. We are a small but growing community comprised of gamers, both young and old, who are just passionate about gaming. If you're interested in becoming a part of the FPS Guides community or perhaps becoming a content creator, please hit us up on the website. We would love to hear from you. So, what's up, guys? How you been? What's the news?
Pretty good.
So,
Pretty good. All right.
So, like, so we all beat the Surge 2.
I did beat the
moving
Surge
on.
2, and I immediately gave it back because that's fine. Whatever.
I'm holding on to it. I like that game. It's gonna be.
I've been
it's gonna
playing.
be in
I've
my
actually
chest.
been playing. I've been on Insomniac Games kick for a little bit. I played Sunset Overdrive, which I'm playing that now.
You actually like more than you thought you would.
I didn't think
It's
I would really like
surprisingly
it, but it's
fun.
just so like, it's so unapologetic about how it is. It's just like
It's just-
this game is made for you just to have a good time.
Like, it's just ridiculous, and that's all it is.
It's very lighthearted, very fun.
I heard it was just a good time.
Yeah, it's just a straight good time. And Insomniac is the same studio that made Spider-Man. And within 5 minutes of playing Sunset Overdrive, you'd be like, all right, this is why
You could see
Sony chose Insomniac.
why they were so good with the
because
open
the way the
worlds.
city is set up is basically like there's a rail system across the city, and you have to like jump and like grab onto the rails, jump off it, swing around walls, and it's like, reminds me of Spider-Man.
So you have like some controversial. Just
Yeah.
you're not just like slinging webs, but it's like
Yeah, there's like a rail system that you grind on.
you're like
and
grinding
stuff.
on
It's really
rails.
cool.
Are you
So-
like on your feet like grinding?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
rails?
So there's
Yeah,
like you can grind on it with your feet, or you can like you have like a hook, so you can like jump to other rails and hook onto it and
Uh-huh.
like ride down.
And
It's really fun.
It's kind of like it's kind of like we use a lot of like crafting crazy weapons.
Yeah.
Like,
So far, I've only played about 2
like,
hours of it, but it's a good
Dead
time so far. The
Rising and
soundtrack's
stuff.
super cool. Just like very, just fun, just straight fun.
Imagine the soundtrack. I don't know why. I just imagine the soundtrack is like very like Tony Hawk Underground. You know, because like that's just kind of like the vibe of gaming.
Somewhat, but it's fun. I'd recommend checking it out. I'm playing on Game Pass right now, so that's why.
Okay.
And I've been playing Ratchet and Clank as well, which is also another Insomniac game. Just straight fun, just straight up fun.
Yeah, just no stress.
I'm playing that on PlayStation. It looks amazing.
So
it looks like a movie.
This
it
is like
looks like the movie that
the
came out.
remaster.
Yeah, the remake.
Okay,
It looks so good. It looks
I thought there
crazy
was a
good.
movie. Forgot about that. How
Yeah.
was that? Did you see that?
No, I did not see that movie.
but
But it's very, very fun. I'm really enjoying it. Insomniac really they're just like, hey, we're gonna make fun games. That's it.
They know how to make fun games,
So-
and they know how to do open worlds.
Yeah.
They know how to do open worlds and cool traversals.
Spider-Man was like a
and-
3-year game. Like that's
Yeah.
not that long.
Yeah, honestly, 3 years sounds like a long time, but when it comes to game development, I mean, Grand Theft Auto takes like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
that's-
I'd recommend
that's crazy.
checking those out. You got Game Pass. You can play some Sunset and then Ratchet and Clank. Just, if it's
Absolutely.
cheap, pick it up.
Absolutely, try it out. Let's see. Well, I also finished the Surge too, so I was looking for something else to play, and I actually jumped on the Fire Emblem Three Houses for the Nintendo Switch because I was looking for a good Nintendo Switch game. Something that is comfortable to play portably, and I was like, oh, a turn-based game, perfect.
Perfect.
So it is a dauntingly massive game. Oh my god! Like there is so much content.
It's what, like
actually
a 60-hour,
insane.
60 hours for what, a third of the game?
It's 60 hours to run one house basically. And that's probably
there are 3 of them.
if you're not, taking your time and enjoying all the little activities and stuff, because there's just tons to do. Dude, I was playing a little more last night. All the characters. I'm talking about each character from each house. We're talking like probably 40 to 50 or something like that. Like characters. Unique, named, dialogued,
Voiced?
voiced,
Whoa.
like characters that have their own likes, dislikes, interests, backstories. And like the more like you raise your support level with them, which like you build a bond with them, the more you like they actually tell you about their backstories and stuff. But it's not like they just kind of like cut and paste, tragic backstory A, B, and C. Like they're all different, all of them.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
So are you going to do multiple houses or?
Yeah, so right now I'm just focusing on my one house, and I'm trying to get a couple of people like cherry picking from other houses that I want, because you can like recruit them from other houses if you like raise their levels and all that crap. But I can definitely see a lot of replayability in it, and there is a New Game Plus mode, which actually makes it easier kind of to play in New Game Plus because it raises all your levels up high. Like
Okay.
it raises your professor level up high to like A. And it lets you like recruit more people and do more stuff right off the bat instead of having to like raise it. And I don't know, I was like reading reviews like yeah, the game is
That
like
seems like
super
a lot
great,
of
but a
grind.
New
Is there
Game
a lot of
Plus
grind?
is even more. No, I'm not really grinding for anything really. I'm just trying to make sure I can keep up with the difficulty, because it is starting to spike a little bit. But I don't really feel like I needed to grind. And there's not really many ways to grind. So it's like you have to use because you basically have a time limit between each like story event, because you have a month, and each month you can go through every week, and each weekend you can do something.
Oh, so it's pretty set.
So it's like pretty set. Like
Okay.
if you
Okay.
the game makes sure that you're not left in the dust as far as like getting worked by enemies and stuff like that. But if you aren't thinking about what you're doing and you aren't planning at all, then it is going to be tough. Yeah. But the game gives you plenty of opportunities to like to beef up your people and stuff, and you just gotta know how the systems work.
Okay.
And it's really not too bad.
So it's
I haven't
really
had to worry
good
about-
for laying in a lot of time.
It's
like,
a
there's
really
there's
good
a
game
huge
to just-
lull in gaming right now.
It's,
All right.
it's a really good game to like just play on the side, like in continuation, just over time. Dude, the game literally asks you to put in your birthday, because like on your birthday, something will happen.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
So like,
Wow. Sounds like you got a lot.
so
to play
like
through,
this is
man.
like a game that they intend you to play for like a year.
True.
I guess.
Happens
Okay.
on your birthday.
Something happens on your birthday, like
Delete
you set-
save.
like I
Delete save
said-
file. All gone.
like the main character Byleth, like you set his birthday as whatever, I set it to my birthday, so it's April 6th, and so on April 6th you get like some like presents and items and like some kind of in-game event or something like that, where like all your students like host a party for you or something
That's cool.
like that. And
Too bad
so-
real life isn't that nice.
So honestly, just I'm enjoying it way more than I thought I would. It's a really cool game. It's but it's no, this game's not for everybody. You know, it's turn based, it's slow paced, and it's difficult. Like it's a hard game.
Hooray!
So like, because you will get
Did I set
screwed.
that up? I think, or did you do that?
For what?
That sound.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, it must have been me.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
well,
kidding.
cool, it worked.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you,
Thanks,
Sid?
Pixie.
What have you been playing?
Oh, and I did get Hell Let Loose. That game. I told you
Right.
about? I ended up getting it
Okay.
like last night because like I told you I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it, you know, because I was like it was kind of one of those games where like I don't really like to play that kind of game by myself because it's too big. You know,
Uh-huh.
I don't like playing by myself, but I wasn't sure if everyone else was gonna get it, and basically everyone ended up getting it, and I was like, all right, I'll get it. So I ended up buying that, and
Okay.
so you know, if you are still interested in jumping in it, you
I
know,
will get it
we
then.
have a bunch of people. And
Cool.
it's still like a super epic, like 100v100 World War II realistic combat game, and there's a lot going on. It's crazy, but yeah. And what about you, Mr. Zeg?
I didn't really play any games, and we're having some technical difficulties. I was trying to switch over to the browser
Mm-hmm.
to put the browser on
Mm-hmm.
behind us
Yeah.
to pull up Fire Emblem Three Houses, but it's just showing a black screen. I'll show you one though.
Okay.
So it might fix it or resolve the issue by restarting OBS, but I don't want to do that right now.
Well,
yeah.
I
See,
guess
it
we'll just describe everything to you
Yeah.
in very vivid, visceral detail. So that's what we'll have to do.
right. Okay,
Or-
so
okay, slight technical difficulties, podcast listeners.
as far as new games that I didn't really play any new games this past week. I've been working on that project. So
Been playing Tekla version 17
yep,
all night, huh?
Yep, all night.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Get the DLC.
The final boss that is a deadline.
Final boss is the deadline.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I think
no
we
fun.
should jump into what is
We got
kind of
some
a
news.
little bit of a sparse news week.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of for headliners, really, but there's some updates here and there. and-
Yeah, we do have an update on the Blizzard story.
Yeah,
from last
yeah.
week.
Basically, we're gonna talk about Overwatch releasing on Switch. Update to the Blitzchung Blizzard kind of debacle going on here, and then after that, we're gonna talk
Riot
about
Games.
Riot Games.
Riot Games has got a lot going on. That's
Yeah,
actually
so
pretty
those are the
exciting.
main kind of things we'll talk about, but
And
try
just,
and get through
got
everything.
some
We'll
neat
see.
little things here and there, so stay tuned.
All right, first thing, Overwatch released on Switch this past Tuesday. Hell yeah! How many guys are you excited? Literally nobody.
So, what happened was the whole launch like hype that Blizzard was planning on releasing with the game, they didn't because of what happened last week.
Yeah.
So they kind
So-
of just like released the game.
Yeah. So basically, what
Like,
happened
here it
was,
They were going to promote
This
it,
is very
with
funny,
commercials,
actually.
events, whatever. There's no.
I gotta let's see. Should we do? Yeah, we'll just do that. So
Let's
basically,
jump to that. Yeah.
Blizzard there was a launch event in New York City at Nintendo's New York headquarters, basically. It was like, yo, come over here. Overwatch is releasing. We're going to have some of the voice actors there. First, like, 1,500 people in. Get, like, signed whatever from the actors. Like, really, like, enticing people to go show up at this event. However, I think it was, let's see, what time was this? About a week before, maybe a few days before this event was scheduled, Nintendo put out a statement about the event saying this. This is a quote, by the way, from Nintendo. Please be aware that the previously announced Overwatch launch event scheduled for Wednesday, 10/13, at Nintendo New York City has been canceled by Blizzard. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. So, that is the statement from Nintendo about the event. There has been no statement from Blizzard about the event. So what this tells me is that Nintendo just kicked Blizzard in front of a bus and said, you gotta figure it out, kid.
Figured out.
Basically, Blizzard canceled this event because of all the stuff we mentioned last week with this whole Hearthstone, Blitzchung controversy, and they were afraid of basically like a public demonstration or some protest at the event.
You know that's probably a fair assumption.
Do you
anyways,
think?
to be
Do
honest.
you guys think it was the right move or the wrong move to cancel the event?
I think it was probably the smart move, to be honest. Like,
what do you think, Sig?
It could have. I mean, they're right. Like, that totally could have happened. Like,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, you think it was the right move?
Easily.
At
I
this
don't know.
point,
Maybe not
they're gonna
the
get criticized for
right
every
move.
they
They're
do.
they're gonna criticize for everything they do. So like, I think right now they're just doing damage mitigation.
Right.
They're just trying to just
How do we save ourselves for BlizzCon?
like
basically.
How do we? Hey, how can we just kind of like pour some water on the fire and kind of get it down before the Blizzard convention starts?
Do you
So-
think this will? Well, actually, we'll go into this other one before we talk about that other topic. But
Yeah, this is a scenario where the juice is not worth the squeeze. It's just Overwatch on Switch.
it's a year and a half to more than that, like 3 years
Overwatch
old.
is like almost 3 years
Yeah,
old.
3-year-old
Over
game
3
on
years
Switch,
old.
like,
Yeah, it's not. Overwatch is an old game, and there's not a lot of hubbub or fanfare releasing on Switch. So it's
No.
if it was a AAA title.
I mean, it is a
I
AAA
mean, it's a
title.
AAA title.
No, I meant like a
It's not
new
AAA
release
title,
AAA.
Oh, like a
They
new
wouldn't
IP?
do that. Yeah, this is a scenario where it's just like,
Like, let's say
this
Astral
is a
Chain
cancelable event.
was
Yeah.
was the game because it's a new IP on
Because
Switch.
that was a new IP.
If they canceled that, that would be a way bigger deal.
So you say like if it was like a new IP instead of being this re-release of Overwatch, you think they would have kind of stuck with it?
Yeah, like controversially, like
see that.
Colin Kaepernick, he's good, but
Yeah,
a
but he
lot of
doesn't-
teams don't think he's good enough to bring the drama with him.
fair. That's totally fair.
This event, yeah, it's a cool event, but it's not good enough to potentially bring the drama on. So they're just like cancel it. So I think it's a
I
good
can see
move.
that. It's
Ain't-
yeah,
it ain't worth
it's
it.
not worth it. I understand that.
And then we have you want to talk about those updates for
Other-
the Blitzchung Hearthstone story?
Other updates for Blizzard.
Yeah.
Okay.
We update news here. We don't just leave you hanging.
Yes. So we have some updates from the Blizzard news that happened last week. For those of you who did not tune in last week, just a quick,
Super
just
quick.
just a
'cause
quick
it's
one.
been, like, all we've talked about.
Yeah, just real quick. Go watch that show, obviously. But Blitzchung is a pro.
Twitch.tv/FPS guys last week.
Yeah, right there. Blitzchung is a Taiwanese. No, I'm sorry. He is from Hong Kong. He was at a Overwatch or a Hearthstone tournament in Taiwan. Basically, after he won the tournament, he came out wearing a mask and goggles and saying that he stood with Hong Kong and he held a sign that says
He
"Free
did not
Hong."
hold a sign.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. He did not hold a
He
sign.
did
He
not hold a
said
sign.
it.
He said it.
He
yeah.
said it. He said "Free Hong Kong, Revolution for Our Age" or something
Yeah,
along those
yeah.
lines. And he got banned. There was a lot of backlash, and everyone hated Blizzard last week, and that was kind of where that happened. And the story did update in this past week.
Oh, it updated.
So Blizzard has released an official statement. This was released at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
Let me give you a
last
little-
Friday.
Let me just jump in here real quick. You know what? You know what news is at 5:30, released at 5:30 p.m.
On a
West
Friday.
Coast time, Friday time, on Friday.
Bad news.
That's news of all the reporters have gone home. All the journalists are now off work. Hopefully, this gets buried by next week.
Hopefully,
That's what
hopefully
that-
this doesn't make it to Monday.
That's what that strategy is right there.
That's typically for in the corporate world.
the bad news time.
It's a very
On the quarterly reports when it's
a common
bad,
strategy.
They usually wait till after hours on a Friday.
yeah, it's very common.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sound strategy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, anyway, the whole idea with Blitzchung's original punishment is that he lost all of his winnings because he did actually win the tournament. He was the champ, and he was banned for a year from participating in tournaments. They being Blizzard, has kind of backpedaled on that, so the ban has reduced to 6 months, and he has gotten his winnings.
Okay. Good. That's good.
so-
for a start, anyway.
And, along those lines, Blizzard has assured that its relationship with China did not influence their initial punishment. But, of course, no one believes this and is probably the most hated part of the statement that they even released.
Oh yeah.
Blizzard said that they would have reacted the same no matter what Blitzchung said. But that is actually kind of bullcrap. But whatever. Because Blizzard did not ban the American college students when they said basically the same thing last Friday. It was like the same day that Blitzchung did this. And
Yeah, it was
these
like the day-
American
yeah, it
college
was like the day
students
after.
came on after they won their local tournament or national tournament or whatever, and they were banned a week later. So it's kind of like
I feel like Blizzard's just been like,
It's
okay,
like
we
Blizzard,
put out this fire.
Blizzard
Put
released
out
this.
that fire.
Blizzard like released this statement, and then they realized like, crap, that kind of makes us hypocrites if we don't ban these other kids. So they banned those other kids
Yeah,
too.
6 months for those American kids as well.
6 months to the American kids, yeah, and I don't know anything about any winnings. I don't know if they even won money.
No, they were in like semis or whatever, or quarters, but then
Okay.
they forfeited their next
Right,
match.
because they were on like
yeah.
there was like some kind of like video interview kind of situation, and they totally
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think one of those, it was 3 kids that was on the American team, and American University team, not like American.
yeah.
The
We
country,
don't have
I
like
guess, I don't know.
we don't have like
But-
an all-star American.
No.
Hearthstone
So the American
team.
University, one of those kids actually just quit Hearthstone. He's like, I'm done with this game, man. Like, I'm done with this company and this game. Like,
So what's he gonna do?
Want to go that
just
route?
play a different game, I
I
guess.
don't know. Get into a different competitive game, I guess.
Woo! Jujukai subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you.
let's go.
Thank you.
Whoop,
whoop.
Oh, and
Alright.
the commentators.
Oh, the commentators, yeah, got
The commentators
6 months
also
as well.
got their ban reduced to 6 months, but people are still really. I'm honestly a little bit more jived about that than I am with Blitzchung, because Blitzchung did technically break the terms of service, and you can talk about the ethics of that and everything. But these other dudes are literally just like standing there, like in all actuality, what are they supposed to do?
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
They can't just be like, no. Like, that would look way more suspect than, like, hiding their heads, I think. So,
Their initial face was
I
like,
think it's like,
was
you
just like,
you
oh,
saw it,
crap.
right? Like, the one guy on the left was like, oh, crap. He puts it there, and he looks at his friend, he, like, puts
Yeah,
his
he's
head
like,
down.
get down.
Dude.
Yeah, so
So,
that happened.
that's the update.
And that's the update.
we'll update it more if it does.
Hopefully not,
It
'cause
looks
I'm
like
tired.
looks like
Just
Blizzard's
hearing
kind of gone a little dark right now. They're just trying to just pretend this never happened.
They're trying to like
Because I mean,
save face before
BlizzCon is
BlizzCon.
like what 2-3 weeks
BlizzCon is
away.
November 1st.
So yeah, like 2 weeks away, and yeah. So it's not Blizzard's not in a great spot right now. But
right.
Riot Games is. Riot Games
This is
has
actually
announced
pretty interesting.
a bunch of new projects, and this is actually really exciting considering that Riot Games, the the makers of League of Legends, have basically only had League of Legends for the past decade. That's not even a joke. They've had one game since since League of Legends.
That's true. This is
And
true.
it came out in 2015, and nobody knows what it is because it's like this like little cutesy like RPG style game that like just people just
That no one
it's
care
not a
about.
huge game. Like it's a small scale game. But League of Legends is huge, right? And so you feel like these guys would be coming out with huge titles all the time, but they don't until now. So
This is like this is one of the biggest dumps of information
This
from
is
any game
a
studio.
huge
like,
dump.
ever.
They basically decided, like, okay, we've made a bunch of money for the past 10 years of League of Legends. Let's just start a bunch of projects. They are putting their hands in everything. And I'm just going to go over a little bit what's going on right now. So League of Legends is coming out to a mobile version is coming out on phone and, of course, a console later in 2020, known as League of Legends Wild Rift. There's a League of Legends card game dubbed League of Runeterra that's going to be coming out. There is a League of Legends inspired animated series based in the League of Legends universe called Arcane.
That's cool.
going to be set to be released 2020.
I'll check that out.
There are also these 3 somewhat major projects by Riot. They don't have official names yet, but they are called Project A, F, and L. So Project A is a hero shooter. They actually have released some gameplay on this and just a little bit of just teaser stuff, and it's really neat actually. If you really should check it out if you're interested in that genre. So it's a hero shooter with a focus on tight, polished gameplay or gunplay, and it's very reminiscent of like Overwatch and Paladins, and like mixed with like CS:GO and Call of Duty or something like that.
Ooh, okay.
So
That's interesting.
it looks really good. Like as far like the shooting, it's not like Overwatch and Paladins where they have such an over reliance on your powers and stuff. Like you have your guns are your main bread and butter, and your powers which kind of help you get you a leg up, I guess.
Okay.
There is Project F. This is in very early stages. It is a multiplayer game where you kind of explore Runeterra. From what is described, they only really have some screenshots and stuff, so it's kind of hard to tell right now. But from what they describe in the report is that it's kind of like a Diablo, like point and click style dungeon crawler adventure. that has multiplayer elements, so you probably can do a co-op games, with your friends. And I'm guessing this is either set in the League of Legends universe or they'll become using the League of Legends characters to do stuff other than PvP MOBA battles. And then the last one is Project L. This is also very early stages, but they have released some clips of it. And by some clips, I mean like a no sound 15-second clip. Not even 15 seconds, probably like 9. But it's no sound, but it is a fighting game set in the League of Legends universe using the League of Legends characters as the fighting game characters. Like legit 2D fighter. So as you can see, they're doing a dungeon crawler Diablo style. They're doing a fighting game. They're doing a hero shooter, first-person shooter. They're doing an animated series or anime or on whatever it is, a card game, and a mobile game. All kind of set to release probably 2020-ish. They don't really have concrete release dates or names for anything, but coming into this next year, we should be hearing more about them. So Riot is really just kind of expanding all of a sudden.
You know what's interesting to me about this is that if you compare this list of projects, this is everything that Blizzard has. Like, this is very interesting to me. So, like, Blizzard has Hearthstone, a card game.
Overwatch, got Hearthstone.
So they have Overwatch, yeah. So which is what Project A is gonna do or compete with.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have Diablo, a Diablo-esque game, and then Project L, a fighting game. Like,
wait, do they have a fighting game?
I don't know if Blizzard has a fighting game. I don't think
they do.
But this says to me that Riot, or let me rephrase, Tencent, who owns 100% of Riot,
100% of Riot,
is looking at Blizzard and like, man, this company has hit a rocky road lately. We should have our other company kind of move into the esports scene and take it over, because these are all primed for esports. These are all going to be esports immediately.
I mean, League of Legends is already huge in esports.
So it's very... This, to me, seems like China wants to own the esports market. That's what I'm seeing in this. And if they're good games, sure, cool. Like, no problem.
You look like a low
Zones are
budget
good.
man.
That's pretty funny.
Is he?
Okay.
Or more like a
What do you
low
think about
budget,
that
like
news, Sig? You
Blues
think it's
Brother or
interesting that
something?
Riot Games is trying to like branch out a little bit?
Yeah.
Think it's a shot at Overwatch, not Overwatch, Blizzard, kind of like a declaration of war. It's like, listen, we're going after you, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Do any of these things interest you? You're like, oh man, that's cool. Or like, oh, I'll try that out.
The hero shooter.
I think Overwatch and Paladins are kind of dying out. I feel like it's kind of like a fresh take on it might be what people need to get people back into the genre.
Yeah.
They basically got every popular game genre except for a battle royale.
Just wait.
Oh, shoot.
Just you wait.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So
Was there
really
a
cool
question
news coming
that
with
you wanted
Riot
to pose,
Games.
Sig?
I think the world is ready for a new genre.
A new genre.
Well, we got Death Stranding, baby.
Yeah, Death Stranding. That's.
What kind of?
I have no idea. I have no
Nobody
idea.
knows. That's the.
Nobody knows.
I have
That's
no
the.
idea.
He even said, the director even said, "I'm trying to make a game that nobody made before."
Yeah.
He wanted to make introduce a whole new genre, a whole new type of game.
Yeah, the world needs that now.
But
Something
I don't know
new.
what the kind of game he's got. I mean, some kind of like third-person walking simulator with fighting and I don't know.
We'll see.
Kind of sounds a lot like Red
We will
Dead
know
to me,
soon,
I don't know.
actually, in about 2 weeks.
There
Watch
should
it-
be.
watch it
There
be
needs
like
to
Red
be a
Dead.
game that bridges the gap between games and like real life.
That's what VR
It's
is.
called Sims.
I'm thinking something more.
Whoa.
Something
Rich.
more like useful. Like teach you like actual skills or something.
Possibly.
Like Taxes, the game.
I think I mentioned this to Solus before.
Taxes too.
I told them I was talking. We were on our way to lunch, and I said, "What if there was like all right, this won't an idea like this won't resonate with everybody, but people who are into like investing, can you imagine a game that actually uses like real time stock market data for you to make your moves, predictions,
And then you could just kind of like, you just have like just kind of like, currency you don't feel messed up with losing. So
right. So like if you're into investing, you could use the financial data, or if you're into sports, you can use real, sort of like fantasy. Like how fantasy football is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantasy baseball is huge.
But more gamified?
if there's a way to bridge like shit that happens in the real world to some way to I don't know.
To make it feel more like impactful.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someone should code that up.
There's not really like the kind of stuff that I was throwing out sounds really boring, but
Well, that's what games do. They make boring things fun.
Right.
That's what games do. So, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I can't think of any off the top of my head though. The closest thing I can think of is like PC Building Simulator, which they do have.
That is a thing.
So that's something like similar.
Yeah.
Kind of what you're talking about. Like, oh, I learned this thing in a game that I can apply to real life here.
Right.
Maybe
Or like
maybe even flight simulators.
or
to be
even
honest.
stuff like cryptocurrency that you earn in games that you could spend in the real world.
Oh.
Yo,
Like-
dude, I was about to say that. Job simulator, a VR experience where you can access a database of all these different jobs, and you can download that job and to feel like what it's actually like working in that job. You know, like remember when I was in school and I was in an engineering school, and like nobody actually knew what an engineer did. You know, everyone has a different idea. Like, oh, you know, you're over here, like, you know, working on this thing or running a simulation or doing a calculation. Like no one actually knows what they do in school, and something like that. You know, so like that we can have a VR for someone working at MSAC. You know, it can be like sitting on the computer and then like you know on Facebook for an hour out of the 8. You know,
just have
getting
Aaron
somewhere.
over
Like,
you,
why just make it shadowing? Like why not give them real work? Like yeah, all right, you log into your job,
I
you
know,
go
but you
VR.
get them. No, I'm
Dude,
not
that's not a
saying
game.
you're
That's
shadowing.
not a game. That's life.
I'm not saying you're shadowing. I'm saying
That's
like
not a game
they
anymore.
give you something. It'll be like us.
Did
You
you
know,
say it's out already?
it's a game and
he
it's
said
so
it's already
funny.
out, dude.
No, it's called Job Simulator, but it's not the same. It's not the same thing I was saying. I was saying like I was thinking of like a simulator that actually preps you for a real life job. This is
okay.
This is it was kind of like a just kind of ridiculous game where you can like, kind of like be in VR and mess around in VR because it's just fun messing around in VR.
Yeah, VR is. I mean, like
It's the future.
that commercial. I think it was a T-Mobile commercial or whatever it was.
Yeah, so I get on VR and I browse Reddit and watch Twitch instead of working. It's like perfect.
Man, you guys got some good jobs. 'Cause I don't
So,
do that.
So that I think it was a T-Mobile commercial. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was one of those, but these two friends, they were sitting courtside at an NBA game.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
they're watching via VR.
I remember that
like-
commercial.
They're sitting
Yeah.
courtside.
So
No,
you're
they're
watching
sitting
the
in
game
their home.
in real time.
Oh yeah, I
You
saw
see it with
that.
your homies.
They have like
That'll
VR.
totally be a thing, dude. That'll totally be a thing.
Yeah, I saw
Sony's working
that.
on that right
Man,
now.
I saw that. That is really cool.
That would be
Dude,
so
Sony's working on that right now.
Cool.
A long time ago, in a way long ago episode, there was a patent that said like Sony is working on VR for spectator sports. It's like,
Dude,
whoa.
they're working on like Star Wars
Yeah.
type like holographic communication, man. Where like you like wear a device and like somebody on some other side of the planet wears a device and you can see like an augmented reality them in your room and they see you in their
Yeah.
room and you're like talking. Like,
There's something magical to when like the fake world just connects. to
VR
real-
really just bridges that gap.
Have y'all ever fill out an online form or you try to do something authentication and it goes, please enter the
Make sure you're not a robot.
yeah,
the
or
CVV?
click OK on your iPhone or put
Yeah.
in your password and you do that. You put your password in and the moment you hit submit, like your TV just does something. You're like, whoa, like
It's ready.
you're just
Yeah.
connected. Like if there was a way to bridge some of that with real, like, 'cause,
We're getting there. Eventually, we'll get there.
yeah.
Just VR definitely will help. AR will help too.
I actually think augmented reality is a little more cool, personally.
Leaves your day job to play the same job and not get paid.
Leaves your day job to play the same job and not get paid. It's brilliant.
That's funny.
Um,
All right, we do have a little bit more news to cover here. This is Xbox related, actually. This is this is funny. This is very funny news right here. You gotta let me know what you think about this one, Sig, since you're a parent and have to like be responsible and stuff. So, Xbox is implementing new safety filters for messaging within the Xbox community. So how this is gonna work, basically, this comes to us from The Verge, by the way. Thank you, The Verge. Did not see who wrote it though. The goal for Xbox is to have this system work like live TV, baby. Oh wait, let me read this funny
sorry.
comment here.
The Nigerian prince experience. You're a real prince trying to give your money away to Americans. You have 48 hours to get rid of all your money or face consequences.
That was dropped in the chat.
You're sitting there
podcast
writing
listeners.
emails.
Oh
for 4
my god.
hours.
I love this game. I really hope they come out with a sequel. Oh my god.
So podcast listeners, this is why you should log into
This is why you
Twitch
should
and
watch the
see
show.
and take part in the chat here.
Because the chat just blows up with good
Interesting
stuff all the time.
Interesting.
Just,
that was
just
that was
real,
pretty
just
funny.
tasty sauce.
That's probably just like a real thing that people do.
That was
though.
funny.
Like that's a real thing people do.
Yeah.
Probably.
It is a thing.
Oh, like that one girl
It is a
from
thing.
Florida Tech.
It is. It's
yeah.
a real life thing. People did that. I remember somebody like sold my parents' house to this stranger when I was in like high school. This woman like showed up at the house. And she's like, oh, let's come checking out the property and stuff. My dad's like, it's not for sale.
He's like, what are you doing here?
He's like, well, I bought it. I put a bid in, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you got screwed, dude. This is literally not for sale. Like, I'm not selling this house. This is my house right now. So, yeah, the poor lady. This is why old people shouldn't have phones, dude.
This is why old people
They
should
just
have
are
internet.
not. There should be
just fax
there should be a
everything.
modernization class for like folks over like 60 or something. So they keep in touch with the times, because you know how many old folks get scammed because they're just like, someone calls like, oh hey, I need your credit card information, and I can give you $5,000 for literally no reason. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. No, not shady at all. All right, I was digressing there. Sorry. Usually that's Sig's job. So we have
You
anything else
read
to
this
talk about?
Xbox story.
Xbox
Because you're more in the Xbox community than I am. So
I am. So Xbox is implementing these new safety features. They're supposed to, I guess, reduce the toxicity of the Xbox community. If you ask me, that's the only thing the Xbox community has going for it anymore, is the toxicity. Let's be
Man.
honest here. Like,
it's a positive.
It is. All right. PlayStation community, I'm sorry, it's whack, dude. They're lame. They're boring. All right, you go into Xbox, they're colorful. They hate you. There's a lot of cursing. It's like walking into like the Salty Spittoon, as opposed to like just walking into just like the DMV.
It's because Xbox players are American.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Damn
PlayStation
right.
players, like, they
Yes.
could be from anywhere in the world.
Like, I'm sick and tired of going into
That
a
install base, man.
PlayStation
You don't
game.
play with Americans on
And
Xbox.
then I'm tired of like going in there and then I'm trying to talk smack and this guy's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm affecting your experience. Like, get out of here, dude. Get out of
He's
here.
polite, man.
Call me
Don't
a
be
name.
polite.
People in other countries are polite.
Call me a
I'm
fat
sorry
piece of
for
crap
ruining
and like
your-
tell me you screwed my mom, dude. Like,
Badmouth
where's your etiquette? Like, honestly, if you don't do that, get off of online gaming. That's all I gotta say. So the goal for the Xbox is to have this system work like live TV with like where they're literally bleeping out words in real time. There will
wild,
be
first of all.
4 different types of filters. We got friendly, medium, mature, and unfiltered. Friendly filters out all potential offensive language and is most child friendly. Child counts are set to have the friendly filters by default, and only a parent can change it.
So that's good.
But you can still talk like a freaking sailor that you are and go with the unfiltered and has no filters at all, and you can like say whatever you want, even in message. So
How do you think this will work? Do you think it'll be good, bad? Do you think
I
Xbox-
think
the
literally
community
nobody
enjoy it?
will use it. That's what I think.
Only children?
I think only parents will use it until their kid figures out how to turn it off. It's that simple. That's what I think. He's
What do
gonna,
you
he's
think,
gonna
Sid?
hack you. I hope you know that. That kid's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna hack you one day.
He'll
gonna
figure
figure it
out
out.
how to.
No, my
He's
son's
gonna figure it out.
smart.
around it.
Yeah, but you're a coder, dude. Are you kidding me?
He's gonna figure it out, man.
You don't have access to the.
He's like, yo, Microsoft, listen.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out.
See, okay, coming from a parent's perspective, it's
It's a good idea.
a good attempt to try to bleep out bad words, but sometimes more important than the actual bad words is the context in what someone is saying, right?
Yeah, I agree.
You could spew, or you could say
Like,
something.
you hear beep my beep, like what are you what is that? What do you think it's gonna be?
No, I mean, like, someone can exhibit a lot of hatred and be very toxic without using the vulgar words that'll trigger
That's
a bleep.
more offensive. I feel
That's what I
Like-
mean. So I can see. I see. Yeah, cool attempt, but it's still not.
Like,
Like,
it's still,
it's-
if someone wants to be rude or be nasty, they can find a way without using curse
Right.
words. People are
Yeah,
creative.
They can circumvent the.
People are creative.
Yeah. So like the other day, Cade was playing Fortnite, and he called somebody a filthy tryhard.
That's funny.
Yo, I was
Oh,
like,
man.
where did you get that from? Like,
Filthy
I've never had
tryhard,
this.
didn't he?
Huh?
You got that from us, didn't you?
I don't know. I've never said it. I haven't heard you guys say it, but he got mad because somebody was doing something. He goes, "Oh, what a filthy
I've definitely
tryhard."
called you a tryhard on the show.
Yo,
before.
that's funny. That's straight funny.
Oh no, I called you a casual, but we have definitely called Aaron tryhard many times.
Yes.
When your son was around, so that's probably put two and two together there.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
influencing your son.
Nice.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever the message is, it can be You could still.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
but I
It's
feel like-
very
If
negative.
your
feel like
point
kids,
is to
though,
be nasty,
right.
you can get it.
Like kids
Yeah.
mainly will resort to like some foul-mouthed insult because they're kids. Like
Uh-huh.
I feel like the more I don't know, I don't want to say like intellectual insults or like scathing insults are just like, man, like they're from people that just have their message well written and you're like, ooh, like that guy schooled me and didn't even curse me out. Like
Right. Some of
but
the
like with a kid on a kid level though, they're just gonna curse each other out. Like they're not gonna. I feel like kids aren't gonna have well-informed insults like
I
that.
have eloquent insults, no
I agree.
nuances.
So,
just
It'll,
vulgarity.
it'll work better for kids, but
Hmm.
no, adults will curse each other. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like
Oh yeah, Deep Woodley did make a valid point there. Actually, streamers are going to be the ones using it. That is a valid point because they're you don't want to like you don't want to get flagged by YouTube or anything like that.
true. Maybe you should just
So-
not say those words in general.
Well, no, the real issue is actually like
they should charge for that.
it's really actually it's pretty popular in the streaming game to like to record game chat with people.
Mhm.
And some people kind of disclose when they're streamers like, hey guys, I'm streaming right now, don't blurt out the N-word, please.
It's like be normal.
Which is just like asking people to do it, but whatever. But even if somebody else is saying it on your stream, you can still get in trouble for it.
true. Yeah,
So
'cause you are the one
it's
responsible.
easier for you because you don't have to like go through your 40-minute session and try and bleep out all the F words and C words and N words and stuff. So it's definitely it definitely has its uses. I could see that. But he also goes on to say that roasting kids in Call of Duty just builds character. Because honestly, kids nowadays will not last 5 minutes in those Call of Duty servers from middle school and high school. Because it was brutal.
Well,
That was also another reason why Xbox was superior back then, because of PlayStation, everyone was too nice, and at Xbox, you can't be in there for 5 seconds without somebody threatening to kill your whole family.
Well,
And
guess
that
what,
was
man?
just fun.
well, guess what? you can badmouth people all you want in Call of Duty because
That was just good time. Like
we're
it created conflict. It made like a good guy and a bad guy. You had your like your antagonist and protagonist. It really set the tone.
well, you
for the
can
game.
you can do that again
So-
in 1 week.
You do it again in 1 week. Just
Yeah.
remember, make sure you have your filters off if you are over the age of, what, I don't know, 16?
10.
I don't know, 10, 15, 16, whatever. So,
Yeah.
do that.
Because Call of Duty drops next week, guys. And a little update on that game is that last week we said that the file size is going to be 175 gigs, which freaking blew my socks off, first of all. That is half true and half not true. So the initial file size will be 61 gigabytes, and the 175 gigabyte file will be all of the post-launch content like at the end of the game's life cycle, basically. So next year, when the game is pretty much done, they're aiming for around 175 gigabytes of content in that game. So that's what that file size was.
Okay.
Still a lot.
Stuff's
Still
huge,
a
though.
crap load. But 61 gigabytes is way easier to handle.
But still a bunch, though.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
that's a
can
big
actually
game.
start preloading Modern Warfare right now on Xbox. I don't know about PlayStation, but I know for a fact it's on Xbox right now. You can start preloading.
Are you gonna
So
pick
that's
it up?
cool.
Yeah.
You
Good
gonna
stuff.
You're going to pick it up day one?
Yeah, I'll be on PlayStation though.
Yo, chat, are you picking up Modern Warfare next Friday?
Put a 1 in
Let
the
us
chat if
know.
you're picking it up, and then a 0
Yeah.
if you aren't. Or
Or-
actually, just don't say anything
Or
in the
just,
chat if you're
just
not.
respond in whatever you see fit. I'm probably gonna get it. It looks really cool to me.
Yeah, and plus, we actually got some new details about this game earlier. I think it was yesterday. Activision dropped these details here. So, crossplay across all consoles and PC. We know that. Cool. Thumbs up, guys. No season pass. Also a thumbs up. Awesome
For now.
right there.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Free post-launch multiplayer maps and modes for all players at the same time. That's cool.
Well, that's nice.
Next thing, there'll be a battle pass system very similar to Fortnite. Instead of loot boxes, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I'll call a bunch of bullcrap on that, but.
We'll see if loot boxes make it into the game
So
later.
what do you mean? So no loot boxes. So it's gonna
not
be
at
like all like you see a skin you want, you just buy that skin straight up. Like
Just,
that's what
however
it's supposed to
Fortnite's
be.
battle pass works. That. It's like that model.
Okay,
basically.
that's okay. Yeah. So that's
Yo, how come they
that's
don't
not
put-
bad. That's not bad.
Why don't they put like redeemable codes for skins in cereal boxes? Like
They used to.
They do. I thought Fortnite has done some stuff like that. Like you have like there was like
I
a
don't know.
skin you can get with like the
Let me rephrase.
Galaxy from 2 years ago.
why
or
don't we
something.
see a lot more of that?
All right,
That'd be such a good idea.
that's a
dude.
good idea.
McDonald's,
Like, dude,
large
ain't
fries,
they-
super size. You get a skin.
Oh, you just
like,
go in there and you have like a Ronald McDonald skin.
why don't?
you know?
Why is it
That'd be
not
cool.
more like everywhere?
Like, why can't you get that? Why can't you like buy some Captain Crunch and get like a skin out?
Like
of
how
cereal
they used to
box?
have like little Disney toys in the Happy Meal or whatever, but just a video game item.
a skin.
I think that's a good
Probably-
idea.
Maybe
People are dumb.
because
Y'all should
maybe
do that.
because Epic
Business, yeah,
would be charging too much for them. I don't know.
worth it.
Who has more
Is
money,
it though?
Epic or McDonald's?
Worth it, dude.
I
McDonald's.
mean, well, all right, yeah. If you put it in kids' meals at McDonald's and stuff,
Yeah.
it'd be flocking.
They would.
Would
It'd
be
be a collectible, man.
flocking.
They would sell a ton of Happy Meals.
Literally,
They'll
Epic's
run out.
presentation to
Easy.
McDonald's would be like money plus money equals money. They'd be like, oh my god, this
Everybody
guy.
wins.
This guy's got it.
Everybody wins. Fortnite
really would
wins.
be a-
McDonald's wins. Kids win. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's no loser in
Mhm.
that. Why don't they do it more? People are dumb.
I feel like a lot of
We should
like,
call it McDonald's right now.
I feel like a lot of like.
Or we should call it Burger King and be like, oh, McDonald's working on this idea. How much you want to pay us?
I feel like a lot of these large Western corporations still aren't completely on board with the whole video gaming thing. They're like, oh, it's a phase. You know, like the people.
It's a
like-
phase
like
that
what-
makes more money than Hollywood.
Like what people said about like computers and stuff. Like, oh, that's not gonna last. Like, okay, bud. Yeah, you go back to to doing long division on a piece of paper like a pleb.
Oh, like Nerf guns. Like, you go down Walmart, you go down the aisle, you see these cool looking Nerf guns,
They have Fortnite Nerf guns now. Yeah.
and you should be able to
They have Fortnite Nerf
It's
use
like,
that
oh,
same gun in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, there
Cool.
should be a skin with that same gun that
Actually,
you
yeah,
just bought.
these major toy manufacturers have gotten onto the Fortnite train, but for some reason, not everyone's on board.
Huh.
Because like Nerf does have like a Nerf golden scar from like.
But
literally
it's
from
the
Fortnite.
opposite way. It goes from the game to your shelf. I
Yeah.
meant from your shelf.
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
game.
yeah. You're saying like if I can like buy this Nerf gun and then it comes with the skin for like the gun in the game, something like that.
Maybe they'll start doing that
Yeah.
with Fortnite Chapter 2 because we got a lot of new updates for Fortnite
because
Chapter 2.
that's a thing. So are we done talking about the Activision?
yeah, I
Modern
think
Warfare and
so.
stuff?
I mean, that's about
Okay.
it.
So Fortnite Chapter 2 is live.
Right, meow.
For those of you who were not aware of what transpired over the weekend,
I'd be amazed.
there was a lot of 10-year-olds that were going to sleep Fortnite-less and crying.
They're like
Basically,
shaking in their bed, like
they're like shaking, like they
I need
just
my
like
Fortnite.
they needed to get their fix, but they couldn't because Fortnite just destroyed the world of Fortnite. Well, and by that they literally did that. There was like people were playing the game, and then there was like this event, like this kind of like black hole, and they just kind of like sucked up the whole entire Fortnite world, and then that was it. And you couldn't play Battle Royale.
everything, like the
The
menus,
whole
everything.
weekend, like you would load up Fortnite and then you would just see like this symbol of like black nothingness, like the void in my heart. Like it was literally just nothing, and you couldn't play the game, which is ballsy, straight ballsy
I commend
for Epic
sure.
to do that. Like completely ballsy. Like that game makes their money, and it's like, you know what? Let's shut it down for a couple days.
I mean, they do have more money than God. So.
I mean, yeah. Nowadays they got a nice buffer, but they literally shut it down.
How
No.
long?
It was like for a couple of days or something like
think it
that.
was
It was like from like Friday, and then it came back like Sunday night. Something
no,
like
it
that?
came back on Tuesday.
Oh, it came back on Tuesday.
So I feel like it was Saturday and Sunday and Monday.
I don't think they
Monday.
just did that. They probably had some huge maintenance or upgrades, or maybe even
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
that's exactly what it
like
was.
because
their
that's what they-
database upgrades.
Well,
because
yeah,
they were-
but basically what
they were
happened
starting
was
up
they
Chapter
did
2.
that. they did that, but they just, instead of just like a normal game being like, oh, maintenance, sorry, whatever, they just made an event out of it.
They
which
could
was
have
genius.
done like the boring thing and be like, all right, servers will be down from this date to this date for these people. Like they could have done that, but what they ended up doing is
they made an
not
event.
telling
There's
anybody.
6 million concurrent viewers watching this thing on Twitch. Like, it's just smart, man. It's a smart move.
That's a well-run creative team.
And honestly, they're lucky that there was no like suicide attempts or something like that, because
Whatever.
you know how crazy people get about Fortnite.
That explains why the playground was full in my
Yep.
neighborhood.
Yep.
That place is usually barren, man. There were kids on monkey
Hey,
bars and stuff.
You kids live here? This your neighborhood? Who's your dad? No shit.
That's
really?
funny, man. That's funny.
I didn't realize there weren't that many kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so, that was really cool. Really, really smart marketing. Chapter 2 has new maps, new items, new everything, really. So
Yeah, they added like
I'm not going to detail
new
all that
little
stuff for you.
features
You
and
can-
stuff.
You can look it up.
Cute stuff. Like you can fish now. You can swim underwater now. You can hide in bushes and stuff more effectively, I guess.
Okay, so we got
That's
about 10 minutes left. What do you guys want to do here? You guys want to do? I do want to talk about Avengers because that's pretty
I
interesting.
feel like we can keep going.
Okay, all right, let's do it. So next thing we're gonna talk about is new Marvel's Avengers info. Are you guys excited for this game at all, or tentative?
I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not really excited to like get it or play it or anything.
Okay.
To
All
be
right.
honest, I'm not really like,
Strange.
oh man, I can't wait to play this game, but I'm interested in to see what happens with the game. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Vitamin J, I can't put her up on the screen.
Hey, I can
because,
do that.
just-
I can do that now.
We've got technical difficulties
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
I
But
can do that
Everybody
now.
should click that link on the chat.
Everyone, podcast listeners, please open up the Twitch and go to this chat at about the.
If you're hopefully when you're not driving, don't do this while you're driving.
No one
About,
invited me
about,
to the chat
about
for a while. He's
the
about
hour
to post
mark.
fire me.
He's a chat for a while. He's about to post fire me. Oh my goodness.
I can do that now. I know how to do that.
Yes, yeah.
Woo!
We have Eric is a champ with the
Whoa,
whole.
whoa, hold on a second. I'm a
with
very
Photoshop
small
now.
beginner.
He's the Photoshop master now.
beginner.
He can Photoshop circles around Vitamin J. Literally, you can like draw circles. All right, that's stupid. So what do you want to say about Avengers?
Avengers, new gameplay details. So,
Okay.
Miss Marvel will be the protagonist from the very start. She was planned from the very start to be the protagonist. You guys know who Miss Marvel is?
Why her?
Kamala Khan.
Why her though?
Know who Kamala Khan is?
Uh-uh.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Why her? Putily, drop some nice factoids about Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
So basically,
She's like
in the first
She's basically like the female Mr. Fantastic, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
yeah, basically. So in the first trailer they showed, there was a girl narrating like, oh, the Avengers are doing this, now they're broken up, and now they gotta come back together and stuff. That was her. That was Kamala Khan. So she's gonna
Okay.
be like kind of the heartbeat of the story. She's gonna be like, all right, let's get the Avengers together, let's get them back, let's get them working together, doing their thing.
Okay.
So she's gonna be like the main protagonist here.
Okay.
There'll be more heroes to unlock as the story goes on. Okay, sure, whatever, that's fine.
Kind of weird. I wonder where she places at the in the top 10 list of most popular heroes. Probably
Way
not.
down
Probably
there,
not even
dude.
on the freaking list.
That's
And
why I
he
think
doesn't even, he said he doesn't
Dude,
even know anything about
This guy is Putily is the largest comic book and Marvel fan that I know. Like he has he has a Spider-Man PJs with the Spider-Man stuffy and a Spider-Man like a blanket.
baby
Like,
bottle.
like literally, if this guy doesn't really know much about her, she's very inconsequential to the universe.
Okay.
And honestly, I kind of wish they would have picked somebody else more popular.
Hold on, man. Well, let me get through all these facts.
Well,
first,
whatever.
dude.
Let me stop throwing shade.
Man,
All right.
let's unpack this after I get done.
Go for
All
it.
right, next thing. It will have PS5 enhancements, so that's cool.
Cute.
Cool, I guess. Whatever. So, tandem and double team moves are in the works and are basically confirmed. That means, basically, if you guys have played Marvel
That's my
Avengers
line.
Ultimate Alliance,
Yeah.
you can do tag team moves. And it's like kind of the same situation here, but on a higher level of scale, basically. Because you only have like 5 or 6 heroes. And villains will not be playable. That's
That
the new
sucks.
info. That's the new info.
That sucks.
So now what do you guys think about it?
Villains should be playable. That's stupid. All right. If I want to snap people out of existence with Thanos, I should be damn well able to. All right. Secondly, I'm still just kind of annoyed with this. Like, why would you pick her? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't have anything against her, but like when you think Marvel or you think the Avengers, name 5 characters you think of. Name 20 characters you think of. Literally none of them will be Miss Marvel. And yeah, you should be able to play villains. That's all I care.
I agree with that rant. It's
Like Captain America,
pointless.
Iron Man, like Thor, like those guys, like Hulk, like any of those guys are synonymous with the Avengers. And you say who's Miss Marvel, and he's like, who?
Yeah, I asked.
And
I
you've
asked
actually
Los about
seen
it.
all the
I asked
Avengers
Los about it
movies, and you're
yesterday,
interested in it and stuff.
and he was like, "I kind of know who she is, but I don't really know." And I'm like, So I think that's a problem. You have this is the Avengers game, dude. You're just coming off the hype of the MCU. You have the most golden opportunity to make so much money here, and you lead with her.
yeah.
You lead with a character that isn't well known.
Maybe I'm just not getting it. Maybe there's something else to it. Maybe I'm just not getting it. Maybe there's a reason that
I mean,
it's
the
just
story
outside
part of
my
it
scope
is kind of
intelligence.
interesting. I kind of like bringing the Avengers
I mean,
back.
I like the idea of her like kind
I
of
just
being
pulled up the
outside
wiki.
of the Avengers.
Mhm.
I pulled the Wikipedia
And bring
for who
people
Miss
in.
Marvel is. She's Kamala Khan.
Okay.
So she's female and
Uh-huh.
the first Muslim character. It sounds like one of those things to kind of like, blanket
Okay,
everybody.
I mean,
Inclusionary
We
hero.
weren't really going to mention that, but yes. I mean,
Yeah, but like,
yes. I mean,
cool.
it's
Like that
pretty-
doesn't aid
like,
to the story to me. Like I'm
that's-
not excited about this.
like-
Like I'm not.
like she could be that. She could be the one to bring all the Avengers back and stuff with literally without being a playable character. Like really.
Yeah.
She could just be integral to the story, like kind of
She
how
will be
like
playable, though.
kind of like how Ellie was in The Last of Us 1. Like you couldn't really play as Ellie, but she was crucial to the story.
Yeah.
And it could have been like that, or like you have to escort
Yeah, but
her
come on, dude. This
or
is,
help her out.
Well, this is
or something
Crystal.
like that.
Crystal is pretty good, but they're not Naughty
Maybe
Dog.
she has. Maybe this character has abilities that would lend itself to a good storyline. So let's see what her abilities are.
She's stretchy.
She
She
stretches.
can make her
She can-
limbs extend. And
You make
be
her
bigger.
limbs like honestly like comic book character stuff. You know, like when like Popeye, he like blows up his thumb and his hand gets really big and smacks people.
So she's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, basically.
So in the current movies, they are trying to make her a key character in all the other movies.
Yeah, because in Disney Plus, the new streaming service that's coming out, she's getting her own show there, which will make her visibility and recognizable more. But I don't know, man. This doesn't like
Okay.
interest me that much. And I
Whatever,
just watched
man.
a video from
I'm sorry, you could have picked a more interesting character.
from Layman Gaming. Did I send you that video? I think I did. It was about them playing the Avengers, and they said the gameplay was good, but not great. Which
That's what I expected.
doesn't excite me any more than
That's
it
what I
doesn't already.
expected.
Like basically, Skill Up said he played Thor, and it's similar to Kratos, but just boiled down. Like you throw Mjolnir like you do Leviathan and call it back, but he says it's not even close to the same feeling, which
I'm
is like,
sure.
oh man,
I'm sure
that's not good. Like if one game did something that you're trying to copy, it either has to be as good or better, and it's not. So that's a problem.
Yeah, it's
And the way the game will be kind of structured, it'll be kind of hub world-ish. So it'll be like, okay, go to your ship, kind of go to different areas as single-player missions, and that's where you can choose which hero to go to. And then you have Warzone missions, which are the multiplayer missions where you team up with your other Avenger buddies.
You know
So
what?
this seems like a high replayability, kind of Destiny-ish feel, which is a little scary.
it's gonna be Anthem-like. I'm calling it now. It's gonna be like Anthem.
What's up, Sid?
Now that we're talking about like who they should have rolled with, who they should have led with,
Spider-Man.
It's what. Whoa! What just happened?
Whoa.
Wait, chat. Do you hear us?
Chat, do you still hear us?
Are we in?
Are we still live? All right, we're still
lost-
live.
We're still good.
Okay.
What the
We
heck
lost,
was
we
that?
lost visual for a second.
That was strange.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
It's what made Iron Man such a money pick.
They did, dude. No one really knew who Iron Man
Yes,
was before.
they knew who he was,
Like,
but
he
they
was,
didn't
like,
have
lame.
like
A fleshed out character.
they, like everybody. When you think about Wolverine, everybody has their own. Already, it's like a very lucid
Yeah.
picture of who Wolverine is in their own minds.
Iron Man was just like he's just like kind of sidekicky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Iron Man was
yes,
just. Yeah, I've heard of him. I've
yes.
seen him. But then Marvel comes out with this is our Iron Man. It like blows away
Everyone
the
just
Iron Man.
like,
Yeah.
Iron Man's actually badass.
That's
man.
why it's
Like,
so
yes.
it's such a it was such a
Yes.
genius move.
Yes.
But this Miss Marvel, like, who the freak is this?
All right. To be fair, I guess she could follow that kind of similar path, where like it's kind of one of those characters that is less popular in the Marvel universe, like
True, but this is
like
tough.
Black Panther is. It was kind of in as far as the Marvel universe is concerned, he's not like a huge major character. He's got his own comic book and stuff, but he's not a huge major character. But after the movie and stuff, and he started getting more hype, I think he's got more.
True, but
he's got more credit.
Think about the difficulty this is for Crystal Dynamics, who's the developer. They have to come off and make their own Avengers story with their own identity and their own everything, and have it to be separate from the MCU, which is extremely hard.
Can't piggyback off of it at all.
But man, choosing Kamala Khan, I really don't think that was the right choice. I'd rather play as like some like non-superhero that's bringing the heroes together. I think that'd be more interesting because you're a normal human or person.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like it wasn't the right move. But we will see more gameplay in the future. It comes out in May next year, so we got a ton of time.
Chat that read the comics, do you know if she has...
Is she integral?
Is she
Like,
integral to the story in the comics or anything? Or is this kind of just coming left field for, like, everybody? Like, because it just seems strange to me. Like, I don't know why she couldn't just be a character.
Yeah. So anyone in the chat that wants to chime in on that, definitely let us know.
Whatever. You guys can, absolutely continue conversations after we move on, but we do have punch lists to
Okay.
attend
It
to.
is 12. What do you guys want to do next?
Let's just keep going. I would like to keep going.
All right.
We'll just chug
Let's
through
do it. Next story.
I got nothing.
Oh, just a little quick,
Nothing I'm
super
hurrying
quick
about.
here. If you plan on getting Overwatch for the Switch, physical release, it comes with a digital code, does not have a cartridge. Because it's a big old FU from Nintendo, I guess. I don't know.
It's
I
honestly
don't know.
super annoying, dude, because you can't resell Overwatch for the Switch, which is stupid, but whatever. The Analog Pocket, that thing was cool.
Oh, that thing is cool.
So, for those of you who haven't seen it, there is a new little toy called the Analog Pocket that was revealed, and it plays all classic portable cartridge games. This comes to us from Gizmodo. This plays all Game Boy, Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Atari Lynx games, and for the larger cartridges, you can actually buy a separate adapter.
It looks cool.
It's a very sleek-looking device. It kind of looks like a Game Boy. It looks like a Game Boy Color, but like way more like just modern and stuff. You can actually dock it with your TV to play on the system, and it will cost you $200, which I think is a little steep. Because you can kind of get emulators for nothing for literally all of these games.
I hear that it has like two forms of emulation, so it's like a little bit better. Everything runs better.
I mean, it looks like it's the kind of device where it's just like, if you're a diehard classic gamer in this sense, then you should just go ahead and go with it, because it does look really neat.
So you'll be able to insert your Game Boy, Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket, and Atari Lynx cartridges into this device.
Yep.
And you can buy a separate adapter that lets you play cartridges from other consoles that's not listed there, because
I'm not
there's a certain
super
form
sure
factor that
which
you have
those
to
are,
fit in
though.
with, and you can only fit so many types in that.
Bro, that sounds like a lot of work for the people building this thing.
Isn't it, though?
Oh my
To
God.
capture such a small market.
So
Maybe that's why it's $200.
Honestly, man, that's why it's $200. That makes sense.
I think it visually looks very, very stunning. I think it looks very nice. Very nice. But not $200 nice, man. Sorry. That's not going to
As the
happen.
Division Matrix basically says, like, I have a $50 in a retro Pi, and that doesn't even, that does all that stuff and more.
With
I guess
Wi-Fi.
yeah.
But is it portable?
No.
That's right. That's why I think
It's
so.
got Wi-Fi.
Why don't you think before you talk?
Well, so he's got like the portable hotspot thing on his phone, in which case it's completely plausible.
Unless, is the retro market underrepresented with our panel here?
Yes.
Yes.
It might be a huge market.
Retro is huge.
Retro is huge.
Retro is
just
huge.
aren't
There's a lot of retro game stores that are still big and making money and surviving and stuff because people really like that.
Like Metroid Prime is considered one of the best games ever made of all time, and that's a retro game. Like, it's just like people still love those games.
And
So-
I guess people into Metro got deeper pockets too, right?
Yeah.
Retro. I said Metro.
Metroid.
You said Metroid. People into retro stuff got deeper pockets. Like if you're into
maybe.
retro cars, you're spending
The thing
buku
is-
bucks.
Yeah, I
If
guess.
you're into the people into retro are usually like late 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
So usually they have established jobs or careers, lives, income, stuff
Right.
like that. So this wouldn't be too bad for someone who's like a diehard fan of that kind of genre. But yeah.
You
I
know
think
this
it
guy,
is,
right?
as far as our panel is concerned,
Okay.
we're a little underrepresented, yeah.
Okay.
You'd like to be a model for Walmart.
I look like a turtle that
Lost
its
its shell.
It's Guitar Hero Retro.
Guitar
Oh, yeah,
Hero
that game's sick.
Retro. No, I didn't. I don't know what that is actually.
You don't know Guitar Hero?
I know what Guitar Hero is, but what does it mean
He's
Guitar
asking,
Hero Retro?
is it retro?
No.
Oh, is Guitar
No.
Hero Retro?
No.
Okay, yes.
No.
That would
no,
be cool.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think it is. Retro to me is like NES, SNES, Sega,
You don't think Guitar Hero is retro? Yeah, I wouldn't really call it
Genesis,
retro.
like Atari. That's what I consider retro. But it could. I mean, other people have their own. You know.
Yeah, and maybe it's like they have like there's like something that's classified as like an antique building after a certain amount of time. I don't know.
Another little news thing we have. A little update on Google Stadia controller actually. So the controller for Google Stadia was marketed as seamlessly playing in between all your devices, phone, TV, tablet, PC, whatever it may be.
You just gotta plug in the cord every once in a while.
Yeah, you just gotta plug in that handy dandy cord that makes it not wireless at all, actually. So this also comes from The Verge. They're doing a lot of work today, actually. So the Google Stadia controller will only be wireless when using it with the Chromecast Ultra that comes with the Stadia pack. If you want to use it with, say, your PC, you gotta plug that USB-C right in there. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's kind of a
I think
little?
when they
tactic
first came out with the Google Stadia,
It does not have Bluetooth.
they
The
made
controller
it-
does
they-
not have Bluetooth.
They
so that's
made
why.
it sound like you could just do that. Like you can play in a game on your TV. You're like, oh man, I gotta go, and I gotta go catch the bus, and you like
Just grab your phone.
you grab your controller and your phone, and then you like pick up your phone and you're playing on there and stuff. But you like
Oh, you need a cord.
without even plugging anything in. But that wasn't the case. You actually only can do wireless if you're playing with the Chromecast Ultra. So you have
Yes,
to.
because they both
Yeah.
work off your Wi-Fi signal. Since the
Yeah.
controller does not have Bluetooth.
Which
I think this is a
don't know
misstep.
Why they don't have Bluetooth? That just seems weird.
What do you think, Sig?
Mm,
Meh. Misstep.
It does seem
not a big deal.
strange. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think it's also weird that like Nintendo Switch, like didn't have Bluetooth capabilities.
It's
You know,
Nintendo,
because like
dude.
I mean, I'm gonna play on Nintendo Switch when I put headphones on. You know, I don't want.
Oh, I gotta show our viewers.
Oh yeah. Well, Ilikano got a new toy.
It's got a new
that he'll
toy.
show
Show
off
check
here.
it out, guys.
And something I want to mention. I don't really talk about Anthem, dude. No one's gonna play that
This
thing.
right here is the $1,000 deal that we got on.
$1,000 computer, Sig, man. Those
This
parts
was the
must be
one-
bad.
This is the one. Yeah, this is the. Was it Walmart?
Walmart.
It was Walmart. It's a Walmart computer, and I just installed last night Shadow the Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a very intense game.
It's a very hard, intense game. And Ghost Recon Wildlands, and so far so good. I ran Cinebench,
Mm-hmm.
and I ran Geekbench and Passmark, and its scores were right where it should be for its specs.
Perfect.
So far, so good. Viewer giveaway time. I don't know. It might be going back to Walmart.
It's like
But it looks pretty sleek, right? It's like all glass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you donate $1,000 to FPS Guides, you can get one of these
Oh,
for
let me
free.
put it over there. But I'll be running those the benchmarks for Shadow the Tomb Raider, and we'll see if it pulls the
Just have
appropriate frames
everything
per second.
maxed, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. That's really, really good. Especially for the price.
Especially for the price.
Especially for the price. All right, so let's see. We got some deals and some rumors really to cover. What do you guys want to do here? We are running over time.
Yeah.
We could do the deals and the rumors, I guess. All right, the boss man said sure. So, The Last of Us has surpassed 20 million units sold lifetime. That's awesome, by the way, across PS3 and PS4. That's awesome. Good job, guys. Oh, you just mentioned Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? Because we're literally going to talk about that actually. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition launches on consoles and PC and Stadia November 5th. I did not put the date down. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe you should get it for consoles or PC. Oh, you have a PC already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe it'll probably be cheaper, or like you get like some discount on the DLCs or whatever because you have it. That'd be cool. Then Google Stadia Google Stadia Founders Edition will launch on November 19th. So that's pretty cool. We will see what happens. That will be a hell of a day because Google's over here touting 4K HDR 60 with 35 megabits down, and they lied about their wireless controller. So we'll see what happens with that. Are you excited for Stadia, or do you think it'll work? Do you think it's gonna be good?
I'm reserving excitement until
the
can
word
try
is on
it.
the street.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I don't think it's gonna like break the market or anything
Nah, I
crazy
don't
like
think
that.
so. Not
right
first.
now. I think
Not
I
at
don't
first.
think the technology is robust enough.
And then we got Return of the Obra Dinn releases today on consoles. That's super cool. I'd recommend you guys check that out. It's like a 1-bit color game, so it's either there's always one color on the screen, either white or black, and it's a detective game. So it's very cool. I'd highly recommend checking it out. And then let's see. Oh, a reminder that Call of Duty Modern Warfare and The Outer Worlds both release next week. We will have exclusive impressions of us staying up really late on Thursday to play those games.
Hopefully.
I'll be playing Modern Warfare. Punch me on my shoulder if I haven't bought it yet by midnight.
Punch
Comes
me
out
in the
midnight,
face.
We'll do.
Midnight on
I'll just
Friday.
be knocking on your door at 1:30.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I usually go
Midnight.
pick it up at 9.
Well,
At
it
GameStop.
depends. Some games you can actually play at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
I usually pick it up at 9.
Alright. Cool.
And then, woo, baby, we gotta run through these rumors. So, this is some exciting rumors right here. Both of these rumors actually come from very reputable YouTubers and leakers. So the PS5 could have 3 separate reveals next year. One around The Last of Us Part 2 release, which is February 21st of next year. One, another public one around E3 time-ish. We'll see. Maybe it'll be at E3. Maybe they'll be at E3 this year. And then another later in the year, kind of maybe a video or a state of play just reminding you about PS5. Be like, hey, check this out. Don't forget about it. Pick it up. So we'll see what happens there. That comes to us from Mr. Fox. Foxy Games UK reported that one. And then backwards compatibility across all family of PlayStation systems may be reality on PlayStation 5. So PS1 all the way up to PS4 games could be played natively on the PS5. I think that's pretty cool. So look out for that information because this year is actually PlayStation's 25th anniversary, so that'd be some cool info to get with kind of their birthday there. And what else we got here? Anything interesting that's super cool here? Oh, next Smash character DLC might have leaked. That is interesting to me at
It'd
least.
be Ryu Hayabusa.
Ryu Hayabusa
From
from
Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden.
Gaiden. Woo! That'd
It'd
be cool.
2 different Ryus in the game.
Yeah, but this one's better.
I don't know. I've been liking the other Ryu lately.
And then we got Bluepoint Games could be working on a Demon's Souls remaster or remake for the PS5 and the PS4. That's exciting to me because I have not played that one and I will play it.
Kinda
I
dumb
played
that-
all the other ones.
Kind of dumb making it exclusive, but that's just me.
Why?
Also, I don't know. I
Blue
mean,
Point-
because you can play Demons, you can play all the other Dark Souls on anything else
Oh, well, Bluepoint. Well, it's a rumor.
except for
it might not be
Bloodborne.
true.
It's like everything, only thing you can't.
It might not be true. We'll
Um,
see.
Also, they had some interesting little rumor about possibly we should be getting GTA 6 coming in within 2 years. This is, take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, this is the rumor section. According to Stephen Ogg, who is the voice actor for Trevor in GTA 5, was at Brazil Game Show. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, and there he said something in a quote while speaking on the panel that allegedly Rockstar Games takes 7 to 8 years to make. So do the math; it should be coming out within a year or two. So obviously this is all kind of hearsay because this was from somebody who quoted him, and they were at the event that Stephen Ogg was at, and this is just some random person.
Third-hand information.
So obviously
I guess.
this is like information handed down between like 4 different people. So take it with a grain of salt, but I mean it does make sense. That is kind of around the time that Rockstar does usually finish their
Dude, if it's a
big
year
games,
and it's
so.
2020, what if it is exclusive to PS5, dude, for a month? That would be wild.
Honestly, Rockstar would make a bunch of enemies. To be honest,
Yes.
Rockstar would piss a lot of people off doing that. I mean, we know that they're not shy to doing exclusive deals with Sony because, they're releasing didn't they get like Red Dead Redemption 2 like online access before
Yeah, they
Everybody
got some
else,
stuff
something
early.
like that. They got some stuff early and stuff, and Rockstar is not shy to give an exclusivity to Sony, so it could be a thing, but that would piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, it would. Interesting, because another rumor says the PS5 will launch in December of next year. I disagree with that rumor. What do you guys think? December? I think it's way too late.
December for PS5?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they would do that because then people wouldn't really be people would be rushing to purchase it before Christmas. I don't know. I feel like it would be probably a little bit.
I feel like December's just too late, man.
I feel
it's
like
just too late.
I think like November or September or something like that.
There is a rumor I heard from Foxy Games UK. He said November 22nd is an educated guess, but that seems pretty.
That seems pretty
smart.
pretty realistic.
Because 3 days later, Black Friday. 3 days later.
That seems pretty realistic. Like you want to do it before.
Do you think that's a good idea, Sig, to release a product that expensive or that, affects your bottom line that much, that late in the holiday?
I would release it on Black Friday, man.
So you think November 22nd is pretty good idea?
Yeah, the closer you can get to the holiday season.
But not after Black Friday. Before.
Even after, I mean, people get rabid when it comes to holiday season as far as
That's true.
getting deeper into credit card debt to buy shit. So yeah, that's a great time. Even if it's ready in September, I wouldn't release it that early. I would wait till people are out of their minds.
November is pretty. I think that's a good month.
November's
PS4
probably
released in
a good
November,
guess.
Yeah.
so
That
I mean,
makes sense.
November
November 22, December 1. We're talking about a week. I mean, it's gonna be a hit regardless. They're gonna sell a boatload.
yeah, we'll definitely do an episode later, specifically about like what we speculate will be maybe launch titles or titles that'll happen within the first year, I guess, of the system. So we'll be doing that. I'm actually working on that right now, but we'll do that in the next episode or two, maybe.
Okay.
In November, actually, we'll do it. That's about. You guys
I
want
guess
to talk about
that's
anything else? I mean, we
all
went pretty over here.
got.
We're like 15 minutes over.
Not
It's all good.
really anything. There's a Fortnite and Guy Fieri crossover because somebody asked for that. I don't know.
What?
This was on Guy Fieri's Twitter. Literally drop into Flavortown and play as Guy Fieri in this new Fortnite Chapter 2. He you literally have a skin for Guy Fieri with the freaking frosted tips and like the ugly ass flame shirts. And like his pickaxe is like a giant fork with like a mozzarella stick on it. And I don't know where they come up with these
I don't know,
crossovers. Like,
man. Yo, he
where's
must
the
have-
market for this?
He must have begged on
Who
Epic's
wants
doorstep, just like,
yeah.
please.
To be honest, it was Guy Fieri. Like, please, nobody knows who I am anymore. Please.
Kudos to his marketing guy.
I guarantee.
He recognizes
His marketing guy must
Yeah.
have kids that play
I
Fortnite.
guarantee.
Marketing guys.
Cade probably doesn't even know who that guy is.
Right.
But now he does.
Right. So that's a scenario where
Mhm.
his marketing guy is gonna move on to bigger and
Mhm.
better things,
Mhm.
and Guy Fieri, he should just
If
ride the wave while he can.
Guy Fieri just
Yeah.
just keep being mayor of Flavortown, bud.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy needs to work for the McDonald's and yeah,
Smart-
this
this
is
is
a
smart things, dude.
smart
I'm
move.
telling you, everything
What's
that
the most popular thing
everything that
literally
is
in the
included-
world?
everything that has been included in Fortnite that is not originally part of the game has been successful.
Yeah.
Like everything one has created hype and generated more just
Dude, the marketing
stuff
for
around-
Borderlands 3, dude.
Even when they
was
added
genius.
mechs into Fortnite, Titanfall blew up. Like it's a completely separate game. This is like it's ridiculous.
Better
So
game.
yeah, just what you gotta do, guys. If you want notoriety for your product or
Hey, we
you
need
want
an
to
FPS
get
guys
hype around yourself,
like backpack
go to Fortnite.
or something.
Yeah, dude,
FPS
can we
guys
get like
banner.
an FPS Guys backpack or something like that? We'll blow up.
We'll just call Epic and be like, how much money do you want? It's like, oh, okay, we don't have that.
I
we
don't
any
have
of
that. Thanks anyways. Bye. All right, guys. I guess we'll go ahead and just close out the stream today. Thank you for stopping by and watching and commenting and listening. Just a reminder, we do stream this podcast live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at
That's
Twitch.
8 a.m. Pacific. 8 a.m. Pacific.
Yes. It is on twitch.tv/FPS Guides. Remember to smash them like and subscribe buttons. We did get some new followers and some new subscribes today. So thank you.
Thank you.
Just a reminder, you can check out all of our content on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Alexa, and most importantly, our beautiful website made by yours truly, FPSGuides.com. Also, check out the Discord. Our link is in the description on Twitch. Come chat and play with us, guys. We drop in deals, rumors, news,
everything.
just videos, all kinds of stuff. So if you really want to get into the exclusivity of FPS Guides, jump into that Discord and come play games with us and stuff. Or you can just drop some dank memes and just kind of bounce. I don't really care. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, guys. The more people that know about us, the higher we get to go up and the more cool stuff we can do. And that would mean you get more cool stuff to watch. So,
Help
you
us.
see this cycle.
Help you.
You see this cycle here. Help us, help you, help us. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for stopping
Yep.
by,
Look
and we'll
out
go
next
ahead
week.
and
Look out
close
next
it
week
out.
for some Outer Worlds and Call of Duty impressions. We'll be
Yes.
Having 'em.
I'm trying to jump on Outer Worlds as soon as it comes out, so we'll let you know about it. All right, guys. Have a good one. Remember to play games.
play games, everybody. Peace.
Oh, wait, I can't make that symbol anymore.
Which one?
That OK symbol.